Okay, this is me trying to be patient and being not very good at it. Obviously there I've got my fuel being created. That's the fermentation bucket full of the sugar, yeast and nutrient. Today's day 7 of the whole thing being set up for this one particular run. Remember that what I'm experimenting with here is a nutrient, a yeast nutrient, to see whether the yeast nutrient will be the thing that will make a higher percentage alcohol just using a wine yeast, not using a distiller's yeast, which is of course more expensive. Okay, because I'm trying to make my fuel as cheaply as I possibly can. Okay, so I can hopefully get my bioethanol for domestic heating and cooking and all that kind of cool stuff at a lower cost than you would be able to otherwise via commercial means. Our indoor temperature is currently, don't know whether you can see that there, 18.7 degrees Celsius. So that will hopefully be warm enough to keep everything going. And I'm dying to get the distiller full of the wash and get this stuff turned into something I can burn. So me trying to be patient, I put my ear to the side of the barrel and I've listened, and there's still bubbling happening inside, so it must still be fermenting. Okay, so it's not completed, and I don't want to open the top because in case the yeast itself happens to be of an anaerobic variety. I spoke a little while ago with another YouTube user who says there's different types of yeast. Some of them work anaerobically, some of them work aerobically. Anaerobically means without oxygen. Now, if the lid's sealed, then essentially it will be operating anaerobically because all the oxygen will be being pushed out by the action of the creation of the carbon dioxide. The lid itself still has some pressure in it, but it's not quite as much as before, so it suggests to me that it's slowing down but hasn't slowed down. So the most part, people say it takes about 7 to 10 days to actually make the fermentation occur. I'm thinking it might take a little longer. I really don't know, but I want to get the specific gravity down to 0.990, which is the value you need to be at to have approximately 14%, which is what you need in order to be able to get 3 litres worth of spirit out. And I want this to be as efficient as possible. Seeing the weather forecast, and apparently by Saturday, today's Wednesday, by Saturday we'll be having really, really cold temperatures, so I might actually need the alcohol made so that I can actually use it to boost the temperature of the place. Just burning small quantities of the ethanol for just a few minutes can actually raise the internal temperature in this place by a degree or two and create a noticeable quantity of warmth. So essentially it's no, small beer, so to speak, when it comes to actually providing heat for heating the entire flat. So that's where I am at the moment, trying desperately to be patient and to not put the wine and beer hydrometer into the wash to evaluate what percentage alcohol I actually have in here. And I'm hoping we can get a nice high percentage so that good quantities of fuel can be created. Will it take another week? I don't know. We'll just have to see.